Escalation doesn't happen all at once. It builds, slowly, incrementally, each side testing the other's limits, each provocation slightly larger than the last, until someone crosses a line that can't be uncrossed. On February 22, 2026, Iran crossed that line, not with a single dramatic attack, not with a declaration of war, with a sustained, coordinated campaign targeting American naval assets across the entire Persian Gulf region. 4 attacks, 4 hours, 4 different weapon systems. Welcome to Global Warfare TV. This is the story of how the Persian Gulf went from tense standoff to active combat zone, and what the Iranian escalation revealed about the future of regional warfare. The first attack came at 0347 hours local time. The USS Mason, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer conducting routine patrol operations in the Gulf of Oman, detected multiple incoming contacts on her AN/SPY-1 radar. The contacts were small, fast, flying in a swarm pattern that American sensors had never encountered before. 11 armed drones, Shade 136 variants modified with enhanced guidance systems. They were approaching from 3 different directions simultaneously. The Mason's combat systems responded automatically. The Aegis system calculated engagement solutions. Weapons were assigned, but something was wrong. The drones weren't flying at standard altitude. They were wave skimming at 15 feet, the same profile used by anti-ship missiles. And they were maneuvering, randomly, unpredictably, making targeting solutions unstable. According to the after-action report, this represented a significant evolution in Iranian drone tactics. The modifications suggested technical assistance from a sophisticated partner, China or Russia or both. What would you have done if you were the Mason's captain? You have seconds to decide how to engage 11 targets coming from 3 directions. Comment your answer below. The Mason's rolling airframe missiles engaged first. 4 rams launched in rapid succession. Each tracked a different drone in the lead formation. 3 hits, 1 miss. The miss was significant. The ram's infrared seeker lost track when the drone executed a sharp descending turn at the critical moment. A maneuver that required processing power the original Shahed 136 didn't possess. The upgraded drones were thinking faster than American missiles could track. 7 drones remained inbound. The Phalanx CIWS engaged at maximum range, 4,500 rounds per minute, a wall of tungsten reaching toward the incoming threats. 4 drones destroyed, fragments scattered across the water. 3 drones penetrated the defensive envelope. At 0349 hours, the first drone struck the Mason's port side, just above the waterline. The 50-kilogram warhead detonated on impact. The explosion tore a 12-foot hole in the hull. Seawater began flooding the engineering spaces. The second drone struck 8 seconds later. Starboard side, forward. The third drone malfunctioned. Its guidance system, damaged by Phalanx fire, sent it spiraling into the sea 40 meters from the ship. The Mason was hit twice, taking on water, multiple casualties. But she was still fighting. If you're following this breakdown, hit that subscribe button. Global Warfare TV covers the combat details that mainstream media won't show you. Captain David Morrison, commanding the Mason, had trained for this moment. All hands, damage control stations, initiate flooding countermeasures, maintain combat readiness. The crew responded with discipline forged through countless drills. Damage control teams rushed to seal breached compartments. Corpsmen treated the wounded. The Combat Information Center maintained situational awareness. But the attack wasn't over. At 0412 hours, the second attack began. The USS Nitze, operating 47 nautical miles southwest of the Mason, detected a different threat. 2 anti-ship cruise missiles, Nor variants, launched from fast attack boats that had been hiding in the radar shadow of a commercial tanker. The same tactic Iran had used before, the same tactic that had nearly sunk American ships in previous engagements. But this time, something was different. The missiles weren't targeting the Nitze. They were targeting the damaged Mason. Iran was trying to finish what the drones had started. The Nitze's combat systems calculated an intercept solution. 2 SM-2 missiles launched within seconds of threat detection. The first SM-2 connected at 8.7 nautical miles. The Nore exploded in a fireball visible from both ships. The second SM-2 tracked the remaining missile as it executed evasive maneuvers. Lock maintained. Intercept calculated. Direct hit at 4.2 nautical miles. Both cruise missiles destroyed. The Mason survived. But Iran wasn't finished. Support Global Warfare TV by hitting that thumbs up. Your engagement helps us cover these critical stories. At 0438 hours, the third attack commenced. This one targeted the logistics chain. The USNS Medgar Evers, a Lewis and Clark class dry cargo ship carrying ammunition and supplies for the Fifth Fleet, was operating 120 nautical miles south of Bahrain. She was escorted by a single guided missile frigate, the USS Constellation, one of the Navy's newest ships. The attack came from below. An Iranian Ghadir-class midget submarine, operating undetected for over 72 hours, fired 2 torpedoes at the supply ship. The Constellation's sonar detected the torpedo launches at 0438:17. Time to impact on the Medgar Evers, approximately 4 minutes. The frigate immediately went to flank speed, positioning herself between the submarine and the supply ship. Her AN/SQQ-89 sonar system tracked the incoming torpedoes. Her torpedo countermeasures deployed, noisemakers designed to seduce acoustic homing weapons away from their targets. One torpedo took the bait. It veered toward a noisemaker and detonated harmlessly 600 meters from the Medgar Evers. The second torpedo maintained lock on the supply ship. What would you have done? Let the torpedo hit the supply ship or put your own vessel in its path? Tell me in the comments. Commander Jessica Chen, commanding the Constellation, made a decision that would be debated for years. She ordered her ship directly into the torpedo's path. The Constellation's hull-mounted sonar could track the torpedo precisely. Her speed advantage allowed her to intercept the weapon's approach vector. At 0441 hours, the torpedo struck the Constellation's bow. The explosion was catastrophic. The forward compartments were destroyed instantly. Fire erupted across the damage control deck. The ship's combat systems flickered as power fluctuations rippled through the hull. 11 sailors died in the initial blast, but the Medgar Evers was saved. Her cargo, 4,000 tons of ammunition and critical supplies, remained intact. The Constellation was crippled but afloat. Her captain had sacrificed her ship to protect the fleet's logistics. The submarine that launched the attack was destroyed 23 minutes later. A P-8 Poseidon aircraft, vectored to the area by the Constellation's contact report, dropped 2 Mark 54 torpedoes. The Ghadir never surfaced again, but the Iranian campaign continued. At 0456 hours, the fourth attack struck. This one was the boldest. 3 Fateh 313 ballistic missiles launched from mobile platforms deep inside Iranian territory, targeting the USS Bataan, an amphibious assault ship operating in the Central Gulf. The Bataan was carrying 2,200 Marines and their equipment. She was essentially a small aircraft carrier. Flight deck, helicopters, vertical launch aircraft. She was also the most valuable target in the theater. The Aegis cruiser USS Vela Gulf detected the launches within seconds. Her SM-3 battery engaged immediately. 2 interceptors against 3 incoming ballistic missiles. The first SM-3 hit. The lead Fateh 313 exploded at 52,000 feet. The second SM-3 missed. A guidance anomaly, later traced to interference from Iranian electronic warfare systems, sent the interceptor off course. 2 ballistic missiles continued toward the Bataan. The assault ship had her own defenses, but they weren't designed for ballistic missile engagement. Her best hope was the SM-6 missiles aboard the Vela Gulf. 4 SM-6. Dual 2 missiles launched in rapid succession. These weapons could engage ballistic targets in their terminal phase, but the engagement window was measured in seconds. First SM-6 miss. The Fateh 313's warhead was maneuvering during descent. Second SM-6 hit. The ballistic missile exploded at 8,000 feet, fragments raining harmlessly into the Gulf. Third SM-6 tracking the final incoming warhead. Time to impact, 14 seconds. The SM-6's seeker acquired the target at 12 seconds. It adjusted course, closed the distance. Direct hit at 3,200 feet altitude. The warhead disintegrated directly above the baton. Fragments struck the flight deck, damaging 2 helicopters and injuring 7 sailors. But the ship survived. All 3 ballistic missiles stopped. The 4-hour Iranian campaign was over. The final tally from February 19th was devastating. The USS Mason, heavily damaged, 23 casualties requiring 6 months of repairs. The USS Constellation, crippled, 11 dead, 34 wounded, eventually decommissioned. The USS Baton, minor damage, 7 wounded. 1 Iranian submarine destroyed. 3 fast attack boats destroyed in retaliatory strikes. Unknown number of drone operators killed. Total American casualties, 34 killed, 71 wounded. The worst single day for American naval forces since the attack on the USS Stark in 1987. And the strategic implications were even more severe. Iran had demonstrated several new capabilities that American planners hadn't fully anticipated. First, coordinated multi-domain attacks. The simultaneous use of drones, cruise missiles, submarine torpedoes, and ballistic missiles represented a level of operational complexity that Iran had never previously displayed. They had planned the attack to saturate American defenses, hit from multiple directions with multiple weapon types, force American commanders to make impossible choices about resource allocation. It almost worked. Second, upgraded drone capabilities. The modified Shahed 136 drones showed evasion patterns that required advanced processing power. The modifications suggested foreign technical assistance that intelligence had not detected. The Chinese-Iranian technology partnership had produced results. Third, submarine positioning. The Ghadir-class submarine had operated undetected for 72 hours within striking range of American supply lines. This suggested either a gap in American anti-submarine coverage or improvements in Iranian submarine technology. Either possibility was concerning. Fourth, electronic warfare. The interference that caused the SM-3 miss indicated that Iran had deployed sophisticated jamming capabilities. American missile defenses were not as reliable as previously assumed. The Pentagon's assessment was blunt. Iran translation. They surprised us, and we need to rethink everything. The American response was swift and massive. Within 24 hours of the attacks, Tomahawk cruise missiles struck the launch sites for the Fateh 313 missiles. Air Force B-2 bombers destroyed the port facilities from which the fast attack boats had operated. But the retaliation went further. For the first time since 1988, American forces struck targets inside Iran proper. 4 Iranian Revolutionary Guard bases were destroyed. The Bandar Abbas Naval Headquarters was heavily damaged. An air defense radar installation was eliminated. Estimated Iranian casualties from the retaliatory strikes, over 200. President Mitchell addressed the nation the following morning. Iran has attacked American military forces without provocation. We have responded with devastating force. Let me be clear. Any further attacks on American personnel or assets will be met with overwhelming retaliation. Iran should understand that we are prepared to escalate far beyond what they have experienced today. The message was received. For 72 hours, the Persian Gulf fell silent. No Iranian naval movements, no drone launches, no provocations. Iran was calculating whether to continue the escalation or seek de-escalation. The world held its breath. On February 23rd, through Swiss intermediaries, Iran signaled willingness to discuss mutual restraint measures. The diplomatic channel opened, barely, but the damage was done. The Persian Gulf had crossed from Cold War to hot conflict. American sailors had died. Iranian military personnel had died. The rules that had governed confrontation for decades, provocation without casualties, demonstration without destruction, had been shattered. February 19, 2025, marked the beginning of a new era in Gulf security. An era where attacks are coordinated and lethal. An era where defenses can be overwhelmed. An era where escalation is measured in body counts, not diplomatic protests. The Mason returned to service 6 months later. Her crew received combat action ribbons. The Constellation was too damaged to repair. Her hulk was eventually sunk as an artificial reef off the Florida coast. The 11 sailors who died protecting the Medgar Evers were honored at a memorial service in Norfolk. Commander Chen received the Navy Cross. But the strategic situation remains unchanged. Iran has proven it can coordinate complex attacks against American naval forces. America has proven it will respond with overwhelming force. Neither side has proven willingness to back down. The next escalation could come tomorrow, or it could come in a year. But it's coming. The Persian Gulf has crossed a threshold that cannot be uncrossed. And the sailors who serve there know that February 19th was just the beginning. Stay vigilant, stay informed. I'll see you in the next one.